Hello, everyone. Have you ever tried to learn English but felt confused? Maybe you studied words. Maybe you learned some grammar. But still, speaking is difficult. You are not alone. I felt the same when I started. I also found English hard at the beginning. But now I can speak with more confidence, and I want to help you. In this video, I will give you some simple tips. These tips helped me speak better English. These tips are easy, and you can use them every day. If you are a beginner, or if you want to improve, this video is for you. Let's learn together. English can be simple. English can be fun. My name is Emma. Today, I will tell you my English story. At the start, I was not good at English. I made many mistakes. I felt shy. I felt afraid to speak. But with time, I found good ways to learn. I found methods that helped me. And I believe they can help you too. Let's go back to the beginning. When I first wanted to learn English, I didn't know how to start. There were too many things, so many new words, so many grammar rules. Pronunciation was also hard. I felt confused. I thought, how can I remember all these things? But one day, I understood something important. I didn't need to learn everything at the same time. I needed to start small. Learning a language is like building a house. First, you need a strong base. You need the foundation. So I began with the basics. I started with simple English. I learned words that I needed in my daily life. For example, I learned greetings. I learned how to say hello. I learned how to introduce myself. I learned common questions like, how are you? Or, what is your name? I also learned how to say thank you, goodbye, and please. These are small words, but they are important. I also carried a notebook. I wrote new words in my notebook. When I had free time, I read them again. This helped me remember. At the beginning, I was scared to speak in English. I worried about making mistakes. I didn't want people to laugh. But I learned something important. It is okay to make mistakes. Making mistakes is normal. It is part of learning. I made many mistakes. Sometimes I said the wrong word. Sometimes I used the wrong grammar. But I didn't stop. I tried again. I said the sentence one more time. And little by little, I got better. So my advice is, don't be afraid. Another thing that helped me was listening to English. I listened to English every day. I listened to songs, TV shows, and podcasts. At first, I didn't understand everything, but I listened anyway. And something great happened. My brain started to understand more and more. I learned new sounds. I learned how people speak. For example, I used to listen to a radio show from London. I listened to it on the bus when I went to work in Edinburgh. At first, it was difficult. I didn't understand much, but I kept listening. After some time, I understood more. I didn't even notice how I improved, but I did. One tip: find something you love in English. For me, it was TV shows. I watched shows with subtitles in my language. After some time, I changed the subtitles to English. Later, I tried watching without subtitles. It was hard, but it helped a lot. And because I liked the show, I wanted to watch more. It was fun, not boring. It didn't feel like studying. Pronunciation was another big problem for me. Sometimes I knew the word, but people couldn't understand me. My pronunciation was not clear. It made me feel sad. But I found a good way to practice. I started to speak out loud. I said new words again and again. I listened to how they sounded online. I used online dictionaries with sound. I listened and then repeated. Some words looked easy, but sounded different. That was confusing. But with practice, I got better. Grammar was also difficult. At first, I didn't understand the grammar rules. There were too many. I mixed them up. I forgot them. I felt like I would never get it right. But later, I realized something. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. It is okay if your grammar is not 100% correct. The most important thing is this. Do people understand you? If yes, then that's great. You can improve grammar step by step. So, I focused on communication. I focused on speaking clearly. Later, I improved my grammar by reading and listening more. I also started to read in English. At first, I read children's books. They were simple and had pictures. Then I moved to short stories. Later, I started to read online articles. I didn't understand every word, but I got the main idea. Reading helped me learn new words in context. It helped me remember them better. Another thing that helped me was writing. I started small. I wrote messages to my friends in English. Then I started writing short journal entries. I wrote about my day. I wrote how I felt. Writing helped me organize my ideas. It also helped me practice grammar and vocabulary without speaking in front of people. One day, I found something very helpful. I found a language exchange partner online. This changed everything for me. A language exchange partner is a person who wants to learn your language, and you want to learn theirs. We talked for 30 minutes in English, then 30 minutes in my native language. It was fun, and I felt more confident. I made a new friend, and I got to practice real English with a real person. You can also find language partners online. There are free apps and websites where you can meet people who are learning languages. Don't worry if you are shy. Everyone is learning, just like you. You can send messages or talk with voice. If you practice a little every day, you will get better. Another tip I want to share is very easy. Put small sticky notes on things in your house. Write the English word on the note. For example, write door on your door, mirror on your mirror, fridge on your fridge. Every time you see it, say the word out loud. Door, mirror, fridge. This will help you remember words without studying too hard. I did this in my kitchen, and now I remember all the words without using a dictionary. Thinking in English is also something that helped me a lot. At first, I always thought in my native language. Then I had to translate every word in my head. It was slow and difficult. Sometimes I could not find the right words. I got stuck. So I started trying to think in English, just a little. Simple things, like, I am hungry. I need to go to the store. It is raining today. These were very small thoughts, but they helped me a lot. My brain started to work in English. It became easier to speak because I didn't need to translate everything anymore. If this feels hard for you, that's okay. You can start by saying your thoughts out loud. For example, when you wake up, say, "Good morning, I'm tired, I need coffee." Later in the day, say, "I'm walking to the shop," or "I see a cat, it is black." This is a great way to practice, even when you're alone. Asking questions is another very important thing. When I didn't understand something, I used to stay quiet. I was afraid people would think I was stupid. But that was a mistake. Asking questions is how we learn. So I started asking. If I didn't know a word, I asked, "What does that mean?" If I didn't understand a grammar rule, I asked, "Can you explain it again?" I asked teachers, friends, and even people online. Most people were happy to help me. Every time I asked something, I learned more, and my confidence grew. Let me tell you a funny story. One time I was practicing English with a friend. We had just eaten a big meal. I wanted to say, "I'm full," but instead I said, "I'm fool." My friend laughed a lot. At first I felt embarrassed. Then I laughed too. That moment taught me something important. Mistakes are okay, and it's good to laugh at them. If you laugh, you relax, and if you relax, you speak better. Another time, I went to a restaurant and wanted a spoon, but I said spin instead. The waiter looked confused. Then I corrected myself, and we both laughed. These little moments happen to everyone, so don't be scared of them. Sometimes we want to be perfect, but we don't need to be perfect. We just need to try. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. If someone understands what you are saying, you are already doing great. Now, let's talk about consistency. This word means doing something regularly. If you want to get better at English, you must practice often. Not just one day a week, not just when you feel like it. Try to do something every day. I told myself, just 15 minutes a day. That's all. Sometimes I did 30 minutes. Sometimes I only had 10 minutes. But I did something every day. I listened to a podcast. I read a short story. I wrote 3 sentences in my notebook. I spoke to myself while cooking. All of this helped. Let me give you a simple plan. Monday, learn 5 new words. Use them in 3 sentences. Tuesday, watch a short video in English. Repeat some sentences. Wednesday, write a short diary about your day. Thursday, listen to a podcast or a song. Friday, practice speaking for 10 minutes, even alone. Saturday, read a simple story or article. Sunday, review everything you learned this week. This plan is easy, and you can change it. But the important thing is, do something every day. Your brain needs to hear English again and again. That's how learning works. And when you feel tired or lazy, just remember this. A little bit is better than nothing. Even 5 minutes is good. Even 2 minutes is helpful. The key is to keep going. Sometimes I also used to write short messages in English to my friends, like, "How are you?" or "What are you doing today?" At first, it was hard, but then I got better at writing, and that helped my speaking too. Writing and speaking are connected. You can even start a journal. Write about your day. Write about your goals. Write about your favorite movie. You don't need perfect grammar. Just try. Over time, you will get better. And here's a little trick I used. I talk to myself in English. Yes, it sounds funny, but it works. When I was home alone, I would describe what I was doing. Now I am cooking. Now I am washing dishes. Now I am brushing my hair. This helped me practice vocabulary and speaking without stress. Also, listen and repeat. This is a great technique. I would listen to short clips or videos and pause them. Then I said the same sentence out loud. This helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. All of these tips helped me go from feeling shy to feeling confident. One thing that helped me stay motivated was setting goals. A goal is something you want to do. For example, your big goal might be, "I want to speak English fluently." But that goal is very big, and it takes time. So I broke it into small goals. These small goals were easier to reach. One week, I said, "I will learn 10 new English words." I wrote them on small cards. I practiced saying them. I made sentences with them. I used them when I spoke. The next week, I said, "I will speak English for 5 minutes every day." These small goals helped me feel proud. I could see progress. I felt happy because I was doing better. When you reach a small goal, you should celebrate. You can smile. You can say, "Good job." You can even give yourself a reward, like watching your favorite show or eating a treat. This will make learning fun. One time, I made a big goal. I had to give a presentation in English at my job. I was very nervous. I practiced every day for many days. I learned every word. I read the speech many times. When the day came, I was shaking. I forgot some parts. I made a few mistakes, but I did it. After the presentation, I felt so proud. I was happy that I tried. I learned that sometimes we must do scary things to grow. Maybe one day you will also give a speech in English, or talk to someone in another country, or travel, or get a better job. These are all great reasons to keep learning. Another fun way I learned English was by connecting it to the things I love. I love football, so I started watching football matches with English commentary. At first, it was hard. The speakers talked fast, but I listened every week. I heard the same words again and again. Soon I started to understand. This is a good tip for you. Learn English with the things you enjoy. Maybe you like cooking. Watch cooking videos in English. Maybe you like music. Listen to English songs and read the lyrics. Maybe you like games. Play games in English. Learning will be easier if you're having fun. Something else that helped me a lot was making friends who were also learning English. I met people from other countries. We all wanted to learn. We helped each other. We laughed at our mistakes together. We shared tips. This made learning feel less lonely. If you can, try to find a group of learners. Join an English class. Or find a group online. You don't need to be perfect. Just try your best. I remember one funny moment. My friend from Mexico said, "I have hungry," instead of, "I am hungry." We all laughed kindly, and then we helped him. These moments are normal. Everyone makes mistakes. But when we are together, we feel stronger. Looking back, I feel proud. There were many times I wanted to give up. I thought I would never speak well. But I didn't stop. I kept going. I used English every day, even when I was tired. And now I can speak with confidence. If I can do it, you can too. You just need to keep trying. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Practice every day, even for a short time. Have fun with English. Don't wait to be perfect. Use the English you have now. Let me give you a few final tips from my experience. Be patient. Learning a language takes time. You will not become fluent in 1 week. That's okay. Practice a little every day. Even 10 minutes is good. Don't be afraid to speak. Use the words you know. People will understand you. Use English in your life. Talk about your day. Write about your feelings. Watch English videos. Listen to English podcasts. Ask for help. If you don't understand something, ask someone. Most people are happy to help you. Keep a notebook. Write new words, phrases, or grammar rules. Review them often. Think in English. Say simple thoughts in English during the day. Have fun. Learning should not feel like a chore. Find ways to enjoy it. Now, maybe you are thinking, can I really do this? Yes, you can. Every step you take brings you closer to your goal. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. One day, you will look back and say, "Wow, I can speak English now," and you will remember your journey. You will laugh at the mistakes you made. You will feel proud of your progress. It will all be worth it. English is not just a subject. It is a tool. It helps you connect with people. It helps you explore the world. It helps you grow. So use it. Speak it. Enjoy it. Your English journey starts now. Or maybe it started already. Just keep walking. And one day, you will tell your own story, just like I did.